Let me share with you something amazing about our brains. Our brains have the ability to rewire themselves, literally rewire themselves. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the secret of how to do just that. But I'm also going to share with you the big mistake that most people make when trying to change. I'm Steve Maher. I'm an accredited coach, best-selling author, and registered therapist. And I've helped hundreds of clients in over 3,000 hours of coaching sessions transform their lives. Many people come to me and say things like, Steve, I'm stuck. I'm trying to form new habits and I've tried to change, but nothing sticks. And what tends to follow is shame, frustration, and disappointment. Why can't I just change is the question that I keep hearing. The problem is, the answer is not willpower. The answer is neuroplasticity, and understanding how this works is a game changer. You see, the thing is, consistency and persistence beats intensity every time. Neuroplasticity basically means that your brain changes depending on what you think, feel, and do. And as I mentioned, your brain's got this amazing ability to rewire itself. This is how we learn, grow, and heal, after all. And this is great news if you're struggling with anxiety or you just want to change in some way, shape, or form. But what matters, though, is not what you intend to do, it's what you actually do. And what you practice over and over again, particularly under times of stress and strain and pressure, becomes your new norm. And this is one of the core principles of neuroscience, which is neurons that fire together, wire together. Now let's use our imaginations here for a little bit. If you can, just close your eyes and imagine you're on the edge of a deep, dark wood. On the left is a path. The path is clear, it's well known to you, it's familiar and easy. Everywhere else are trees, thickets and undergrowth. How are you going to navigate this wood? You're going to take the path. You're going to take the easy option. When your brain is under pressure or you're feeling anxious, it's always going to take that easy path. This is not weakness, this is efficiency. You see, your brain consumes an enormous amount of energy, and so it has to be highly efficient. Like water going downhill, it's always going to take the easiest path, but it might not be the best path. Okay, so now let's try and imagine that we're going to create a new path. New paths are like forming new habits, like going to the gym, learning a new skill like playing the guitar, or going out socializing when you've not been out for some time. Now go and get yourself a nice sharp machete because you're going to need it because we're going to go to work on this undergrowth. At first, it's going to be difficult, it's going to be hard because the ground's uneven, there's brambles everywhere, you're going to get cuts and scratches. And this is why we slip back to our old ways, our old path, because it's easier and familiar to us. And that's exactly what it's like when you're trying to form new behaviours, new thought patterns and new habits. It's really difficult because we've got to navigate and create a new path. Now the thing is, the new way is difficult, it feels unnatural and it's exhausting. And this is the big mistake that I want to help you avoid, that I see time and time again. People assume that the discomfort means it's not working, when the opposite is actually the case. After working with hundreds of clients, I'm absolutely convinced that people will seek short-term comfort over short-term pain. Now the problem with that is short-term comfort rarely results in personal growth and development. So we're effectively sacrificing our long-term selves for short-term comfort now. Earlier on, I mentioned that big mistake that most people make that keeps them stuck and trapped in their old ways. You see, the secret is that most people stop too early when they're finding things hard, difficult or uncomfortable. The thing about anxiety is it'll always go back to the old path, your old ways. Your nervous system will default to what's familiar and well known to it when you feel anxious. Thinking positively is not enough on its own. You don't get into an argument with your brain about forming new habits. What you need to do is gently rewire it by repeated redirection over and over again, especially under times when you're feeling pressurized, stressed, or anxious. Now here's the great news. Every time you push on through the thicket, every time you respond differently from your old ways, every time you choose the harder, healthier path, you're laying down new ground for your new future. The new path that you've created, it becomes easier, quieter, and automatic. Not because you're forcing it, because you're practicing. And the more you practice, the old path starts to overgrow and disappear, and the new path becomes the easier path for you. Now, rewiring your brain doesn't feel powerful at first. It is actually really hard, it's slow, and it feels clumsy. But this is exactly where the growth comes from. Growth comes from doing difficult, hard things. You never really grow when you're staying in your comfort zone and following the easy path. If change feels really difficult for you right now, that's not a sign of failure. It's actually a sign that you've stepped off your old path and you're creating something new. This is the amazingly powerful thing about your brain. It's got this ability to rewire itself. That's the power of neuroplasticity.